it's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great day today. Joined with my little buddy Sally. I don't know if everyone can see Sally back there. They're her favorite spot, along with she's taking Max's spot right at the moment. I'm not sure where he is. I think he's getting something to eat. I'm not sure. He's usually in my videos all the time. I get more comments about him than I do about myself. Taking the spotlight. Another contest entry, and this will be posted on Thursday, as I'm doing my videos now Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So I'll be posting this Thursday. This is from Merrick at the Vinyl Truffle and his 200 subscribers contest. Just watch Glenn Calloway's entry. Great entry, Glenn. You're a class act. You are 100%. You're just an amazing guy. Did a great job of that one. Merrick, I'm fairly new to your channel through Glenn, and but what I've seen so far I like. There's 3 parts to this contest. Part 1 is share 3 to 5 records that got you through a difficult time in your life. Next is 3 to 5 albums that sent you into an uncharted territory. I've got a few of those. And part 3 is 3 to 5 albums that have a positive message. Before I get into the contest, I want to share with you a couple of finds today, and mainly from the 80s, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm quite pleased with what I've got. Everyone's heard of Blinded by the Light, not the original, but the cover by great band Manfred Mann. Well, I picked up 2 of their albums today. This one is The Roaring Silence, featuring Blinded by the Light. And for those of you that don't know Manfred Mann, started around 1962 as Manfred Mann, who was the original keyboardist in the band. And they went on to about 69. They regrouped and became Manfred Mann's Earth Band from 1971 to 1987. And then they reformed again in 1991 to the present. They're still going. The Roaring Silence is 1976. It's the 7th studio by the band, featuring Bruce Springsteen's big hit Blinded by the Light. I've just heard a little bit of that album, but so far I like what I hear. Definitely a late 70s sound to it, early 80s sound. And then this one here, this is Chance, Manfred Mann, Chance. This one definitely has an 80s sound to it, but not a bad 80s. It's gosh, it reminds me of Def Leppard. It reminds me of I don't know, so many different bands. Big couple of big hits off of this one: Lies Through the 80s and For You. Yeah, it's a cool sounding band. A lot of synths, a lot of cool guitars, but an 80s sound to it. It's hard to explain. But also, I've been eyeing these albums for a while. I put them back in the back of the pile so no one would pick them up, and took my chance that they were still there today. And it's different territory for me, but they're awesome. I really think they're awesome. This is the Eurythmics Touch. Dave Stewart, young David Stewart, and Revenge. 2 great albums. So Anaglandics, of course, Dave Stewart, from Wagga Wagga, Australia. 1983's Touch, third studio album by the band. 4 singles off of this one: Who's That Girl, Right By Your Side, Here Comes the Rain Again, and I'm sorry, three singles off of that one. It's a platinum album, top 10 album, huge album by the band. And then 1986 is Revenge. It's the 5th studio album by the band. Big hits: When Tomorrow Comes, Thorn in My Side, The Miracle of Love, and Missionary Man. Cool track, Missionary Man. So pretty pleased with those pickups today. As I said, I've been eyeing those Eurythmics albums for a while, and glad I found them. So getting on to the contest, this is where you I have to dig deep into this one. So it's been a while now, I guess 3 years, 4 years. Was with someone, we were engaged, fell apart basically through raising of a teenager. I had an idea of how, and I don't want to delve into too much personal stuff, but autistic person, so I had an idea that I would wanted to treat him like a normal child and raise him that way, and her and her family had different ideas about that, and it was just a conflict, and that's the main reason for breakup. But that's not, it was the hard part of the breakup, of course, and also the harder part of trying to get back together again. That was even harder than the first time. And you become someone else. You aren't thinking straight. Almost gave up on a lot of things. I was a big gamer, got rid of that. Music I would listen to, but not 100%. There were songs that I couldn't even listen to. What's that song? Everything reminds me of you. Everything I touch reminds me of you, or everything I see reminds me of you. I can't remember who sings that right now, but because this is the place that we were together. So for a while I wasn't listening or playing or doing anything. But I got back into my main 4 albums, I guess, basically, and ones that have been stuck with me since the beginning of time, since I started to get into music, and still 4 of the greatest albums as far as I'm concerned. They aren't in any particular order. They're just 4 albums that got me through a lot of crap. I'm better now, of course. It's been a while. I do have the rare moment where something, an image flashes or whatever. But hey, part of your life is just like a loss, like anything else. So, vinyl community, man, they just open you right up, don't they? Anyway, it was a difficult time. Music got me through it, of course, and that's when I dug deep into my music and got into collecting, and the rest is history, because it was therapy. And then starting this channel is another form of therapy, and meeting all you great people, support and love and respect and peership, if that's a word, showing stuff that you love and finding that someone else loves the same thing, or even if there's differences, they're not. You discover music through other people's likes, and we may not like all the same thing in this community, and that's cool, but no one says, so what you like is trash, or what no one's, I haven't experienced that anyway, and I'm so glad for that. So it was a difficult time. It was a while ago now, but 4 albums that got me through it. Supertramp, Crime of the Century, start to finish, an opus of a record. Right from School right through Rudy. I mean, nothing better. And then this one here I just absolutely loved. It's probably my 2nd or 3rd album that I ever got. but really got into it again, and these guys are just amazing. This is We're an American Band, Grand Funk. Just a rockin' of an album. I couldn't listen to Wish You Were Here. Couldn't listen to that one for a while, but I did listen to Dark Side of the Moon from start to finish. Headphones on in the dark, just lost. Takes you away, forget about everything, and yeah, amazing album. And from start to finish, this is my first album. This is my, other than the Beatles, they're in a category all their own, but this one here is my favorite album of all time. Will always be. It's the first album I ever got. This is not the same one that I got way back when, but it's a newer, better version of it. I've got two versions. I got a CD, the remastered CD with alternate guitar solos on it. Not bad. I'd still love the original. But from start to finish, I know every track, every song, every word. Machine Head, Deep Purple. Those four albums got me through so many things. Remarkable stuff. So, memory lanes. Memory lane's a hard thing sometimes. Next, 3 to 5 albums that sent you into uncharted territory. So, I've been watching this guy for quite a while now, all through that time period as well. Pete Pardo at Sea of Tranquility. He's turned me on to so many bands, and he always talked about these bands and who are these guys? You know, I didn't hear of a few of them. I've heard of one of them, but didn't hear of the rest of these guys. And he kept talking about them, showing their top 10 albums and how great they were and how unique they were, and so definitely uncharted territory, but territory I want to delve deeper into. So I'm just going to show the box sets from. I'm not going to show individual albums, but Budgie, pardon me, very Black Sabbath-like, super like Black Sabbath. I love it. It's amazing. Love the cover. Love the albums in this. Pete talked about these guys so much. Amazing stuff. Definitely uncharted territory. Another one that I've become to love, Atomic Rooster. Sorry for the glare. Didn't know these guys until I heard Pete talk about them. I ordered this box set, and I'm so grateful I ordered this one. It's amazing. I'll show this one next. I've heard of these guys, and I have heard them for quite a while, but I was never familiar with them until, again, Pete started to talk about them. So thank you, Pete, for that. Wishbone Ash. This happens to be 4 live albums. I do have quite a few of their discography now, and wonderful, wonderful band. Dual lead guitars, awesome stuff. And finally, this band. Picked up this box set not too long ago. It's their first 5 studio albums. He's talked quite a bit about these guys. Kind of a band that talks about religion, but doesn't throw it in your face. They have religious themes, but they don't come out and talk about God or anything like that. But super heavy stuff as well. Amazing stuff. This is King's X. Uncharted territory for sure. But amazing, amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So there you go. There's uncharted territory that I'm still surveying through and finding my way through. Definitely, these are more than one listen to get to the stage of, say, a Machine Head or Dark Side of the Moon, or you know, We're an American Band type of thing, where you know every song in the album and what comes next. Haven't got there yet with those bands, but I will, because they're amazing, simply amazing. If you don't know them, check them out, please. And then albums that have a positive message. To me, that means albums that make you feel good. And once I got more into this, once I got listening to more albums, collecting more albums, there's a guy, up until all this pandemic happened last year, that I would go, he had a whole garage full of albums, and a guy at work turned me on to him. And he'd go to shows all over Ontario, and his garage was just full of it. And that's not even the good stuff. The good stuff's in his house. And I went there weekend after weekend after weekend and picked up albums, and my album collection grew, and I got obsessed with collecting, and it got me through all that other stuff that happened way back when. So I digress on what I was trying to talk about as far as feel-good albums. I just booked up a couple. There's so many. I wanted to find my Kimbo Lobo album that makes just from start to finish just a fun album. But I'll probably find it after I do this one. But just a couple albums that make you feel good from start to finish. This is almost a greatest hits album. This is a Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams. Just a start to finish, great album. So much fun. Steve Miller's a great, like, you got Jet Airliner, you got Wintertime, Beautiful Wintertime, Swingtown, the True Fine Love, Wish Upon a Star, Jungle Love, cool track, Sacrifice, The Stake, and My Own Space. Just from start to finish, a great album. And then a New World Record from ELO. Now, the only song I couldn't listen to off of this one is Telephone Line. Still gets me today. Still gets me today. I could not listen to that track because it just reminded me of too many things. But you got Tightrope, Rockaria, Mission, a New World's Record, So Fine, The Living Thing, Above the Clouds, Do Ya, and Shangri-La. It's only now that I'm able to listen to Telephone Line. I've seen a few people on the reaction videos watch that song and of course get teared up and the whole thing. But it's a sappy tune, but it just has a lot of meaning to it. And of course, really got into this one when the soundtrack came out, and I have the video as well. 8 Days a Week, the Beatles, the Ron Howard film, live at the Hollywood Bowl. Just a feel-good album. There's the boys taking a bow. And yeah, it's definitely a feel-good album. You got everything and anything on this one that you want. You got Twist and Shout, She's a Woman, Dizzy Miss Lizzie, Ticket to Ride, Can't Buy Me Love, Things We Said Today, Roll Over Beethoven, Boys, Hard Day's Night, Help, All My Lovin', She Loves You, Long Tall Sally, You Can't Do That, I Want to Hold Your Hand, Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby, and Babies in Black. You know, that's when the speakers were this big and the crowd was this big. And screaming fans, screaming girls, but fun stuff. And it just you just throw it on to feel good. You throw on a Beatles album, that's a different world altogether, because you get into the album and you get into the tracks and you get into the meaning of the song. Where something like this, you just throw it on and have a great time. And it being live, it shows the greatness of their playing, and just an all-around feel-good stuff. So there you have it. Congratulations, Merrick, on reaching your 200 subs. I'm sure you'll do great. I'll be submitting my entry to you as well. Congratulations and good luck to everyone. And have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.